Hi, I'm Stuart and welcome to SIRENNET Television. We're going to go from a SIRENNET Television Centre across to Starcar, where Danny, Devon, Austin, Ted and Doug are currently working on a 2015 Ford Interceptor utility police vehicle. So from here, let's go over there, see what the boys are up to.
Getting all the cable run?
Yep, I'm getting all the cables ran and I'm gonna do the wire loom next.
So Austin, are you mounting the bracketry to allow the Setina part to
Correct.
go?
Yeah.
So you have to take off the paneling and then reinstall the mounting hardware?
Correct, yeah. So once we take off all the trim, we add these brackets, and then we'll put the trim back on, drill out the 1-inch holes so these can protrude out,
Right.
and then that's what the partition mounts to.
Right.
Well, young Chris here on TV, and we're going to go live, well, kind of live, in our world anyway, over to see him and find out what he's up to in relation to the Ford Interceptor utility. Chris!
Thank you, Stuart. We're here at SIRENNET headquarters and happen to have a fresh and finished 2015 Ford Utility Interceptor Twin Turbo Police Package SUV. It's just been finished up by our friends at Star Cars. So I'm going to go ahead, take you around the vehicle, show you the products and what we used around this for outfitting it with emergency LED lighting and a siren package as well. For the front warning package, affixed to the headliner is a 2-piece nForce LED interior light bar from SoundOff Signal. It's configured in a red and blue with white takedowns in the center. As you can see, the takedowns are set to a flash. They also offer a steady burn for illumination when the vehicle is being used at nighttime. This version here, specific for the Ford SUV, so contours very nicely to the front windscreen. Brackets affix it onto the headliner and the sun visors, both on the driver and the passenger side. And also on this nForce bar, we do have it in a few different configurations, i.e. the diode count. This one for extra intensity to the front of the vehicle, with it being mounted up here in the top glass, slightly behind the factory tint, we've used the 9 diode version for the nForce modules. For midship and intersection protection, a mirror beam kit from Whelen Engineering is affixed onto the driver and passenger side rearview mirrors. It's done in a red-blue kit. We have different color configurations available depending on the colors that you see best on your SUV. Part number for the kit, MBFX11, and in this case, RB, meaning 1 red head, 1 blue head. On the front of the Ford, we've installed a buffet of goodies. First thing I'd like to show you that we've used in the headlights, driver and passenger side alike, is LED inserts from Whelen Engineering. It happens to be their Vertex, part number VTX609, in this case B, and the other side on the driver, R for red. We've inserted them into the pre-holes that Ford offers in the headlight buckets on the Interceptor utilities. On the front fascia, down at the bottom, Par 28 LED light heads from Whelen Engineering have been used. Blue on the passenger side, red on the driver's side alike. Part number, if you'd like to add them to your Interceptor, PAR 28, B as in blue, R as in red. We've also affixed them into the holes from Ford with the Par 28 mounting brackets that are specific contoured and built for the Ford SUV front fascia. Those happen to be part number P28FX11. Make sure to order 2 as you're going to need a pair for equipping the light heads onto your SUV. A PB400 from Setina is fashioned onto the front of the Ford SUV. It does work with the twin turbo model as well as the non-turbo version. So in either case, the PB400 can be successfully installed not only for mounting equipment, but for protection to the front end of the vehicle. On the sides, for intersection protection, we've used a set of surface mount intersectors from SoundOff Signal. A red on the passenger side to counter the blue, and a blue on the driver's side to counter the red from the other warning modules that are used around the push bumper. On the crossbar of the aluminum PB400, we've affixed a set of 6 diode Nano white LED light heads available from Whelen Engineering. NP6 is the part number. They're available in the black finished housing and a white finished housing as well. Again, with this vehicle being darker and the nice dark push bumper with the dark grille, the black housing looks absolutely fantastic. Something that we've done with the Nanos is added a module available from Whelen Engineering called a PFLASH. It's a dedicated LED flasher that, when tied in to LED scene lights, allows them to now perform a double duty. You can flash them when running code and still utilize them as a steady burn for illumination at nighttime, be it on the scene or on a traffic stop. Well, not only does the push bumper allow for protection to the front of the vehicle and a nice area for mounting emergency lighting, be it on the sides or on the front, but it also gives a great platform for fashioning the siren speakers to the front of the vehicle. 2 SA315Ps from Whelen Engineering have been equipped onto the bumper. For mounting them, we've used an L bracket that's available from Whelen to go on the speakers. It happens to be an SAK1. On the side of the Ford, with it being a slick top, lacking an overhead light bar, we've mounted a Whelen ION red-blue split, happens to be part number IONJ. It's been mounted vertical to give the light a different footprint 4 warning colors on the side of the vehicle. So whether it's parked or running code, this will help end users stay nice and safe with bright midship lighting on the vehicle. Before we go any further with the lighting package, I'm going to go ahead, open the door here on the side of the vehicle, and show you an inside look at the Whelen ION and how it's been affixed inside the vehicle for going through the side polycarbonate window barrier. The ION has been affixed onto a custom bracket that StarCars put together for this installation. The bracket itself, a couple of bends and contours fashioned onto the partition edge here, and fixed to the top, as you can see, a side view camera on the driver and the passenger side bracket alike. On the rear side windows, Whelen dual Avengers, red and blue, have been used for intersection protection. With them being the linear style that Whelen has in the Avengers, not only do they work wonderful for head-on protection, but when it comes to seeing the lights off axis, very nice and bright for keeping the vehicle safe, whether it's parked or running code. On the rear of the SUV, white Vertex from Whelen Engineering have been installed into the reverse light reflector on the driver and passenger side taillights. Part number VTX 609C, standing for white. For the rear hatch, we've done something a little unique from previous installations that we've done. We've added midship and upper ship in the rear hatch. Whelen IONs on the bottom and a SoundOff 8-module nForce warning stick up top. Our fixture from SoundOff not only allows for warning, but it also allows for traffic directing abilities. Left, right, and center outward, done at the push of a button on the main siren and lighting controller inside the SUV. So when this unit is on and directing traffic as needed, the low-level red and blue ions still flash away for rear warning on the SUV. In the bottom of the rear hatch, for keeping the end user safe and the vehicle nice and bright when the hatch is raised up, Vertexes from Whelen Engineering have been sunk into the bottom of the hatch itself. Blue on the passenger side, red on the driver's side, and our friends at StarCar have gone ahead and synchronized them together for a nice alternating back and forth flash pattern. In the back of the Ford, for keeping gear organized, well, the gear that's going to be going in here, and also a heavy-duty platform for mounting on accessories, weapon boxes, storage boxes, what have you. Heavy-duty shelf from Troy Products, available from us here at SIRENNET, is available for the Ford SUVs. It's a lift system, allows access to the spare tire, so you can go ahead, keep everything organized down there as needed. It also has a bottom electronic shelf, a partner to the upper shelf system that's available for this as well. And that allows for all the electronics to be nice, firmly mounted, and most importantly, organized. The bottom electronic shelf can be easily accessed. Loosen the 2 bolts here, twist the tabs up and out of place, and go ahead and lower the shelf down as needed. As you can see, a beautiful arrangement from StarCars with the electronics equipment fashioned onto the shelf. Main control boxes for the SoundOff interior light bars, front and rear. Controller for the 295 SD-A1, that's the vehicle's lighting and siren system. PFLASH module for controlling the Nanos on the front push bumper. Electronics related to the in-vehicle radios and computer system alike, and to keep everything functioning, running properly, and nice and safe, power distribution that's been put together by StarCars. Well, now that you've seen the outside, might as well show you the inside. Prisoner transportation area. It's been put together with a variety of products. The prisoner transport seat from Aedec is specific for the Ford SUV, as it is specific for the other vehicles that Aedec makes seats alike for. A flat top here keeps a nice and clean edge. Black mesh window bar portion above that, closing out behind the seat and into the cargo area, and clear polycarbonate overlay. So with that, no fingers or anything else can go behind the seat and into the cargo area. The partition on the front not only is the XL for extra legroom, it has the center recessed panel, and above that, sliding polycarbonate window. The window itself is open and closed from the driver area on the vehicle. So when it's closed, it's nice and secure, locked from the front end, and most importantly, cannot be opened or slid from the transportation area here. For extra containment in the prisoner transport area and protecting the windows alike, polycarbonate overlays from Setina have been added onto the vehicle. It's a two-piece system, black steel casing, and a clear heavy-duty polycarbonate window fashioned within the casing itself. So sitting back here, simulating arms tucked behind me in the contour of the seat here, you can see that my knees are basically touching the front of the partition here. So with that, I'm 6'2", space a little bit tight. What I'm gonna do is then go ahead, move over to the extra legroom portion so you can see the extra room that's offered for folks in this area. Now that I've gone ahead, moved over to the extra legroom area, you can see the increase in spacing between my knees and the front of the partition wall. An equipment console from Havis keeps the vehicle radio and the Whelen 295 SD A1 control head nice, cleanly mounted. The control head allows for activation of the lights around the vehicle, front, sides, and rears, illumination, the takedowns, the front scene lights, the rear traffic arrow. Nice thing with this system being designed for utilizing a two-wire system like the nForce allows from SoundOff, one button can control all three functions. And indicator lets the end user see exactly what their arrow is doing. Progressive slide switch. When that's fired up, the arrow can still be used as a traffic advisor, or for deactivating it, hold the flash button down for a moment, arrow disengages, and on the rear of the vehicle, the arrow goes back to warning mode. As always, thank you very much for joining me on SIRENNET Television. I hope you've liked the look at our 2015 Ford Interceptor slick top vehicle build here. Again, it's the twin turbo platform, so a very fun build, different than what we've been doing and what we've shown you here on SIRENNET Television before. Variety of different equipment around the inside and outside of the vehicle alike. Thanks very much for joining me. Back to you, Stuart.
He looks great, doesn't he? Well, thanks a million, Chris, for giving us that update on the Ford Interceptor Utility 2015 model. You've been watching SIRENNET Television, and as always, many thanks for watching.